Alright guys, um, so I'm gonna go through the rest of my books that I read this week. Saturday, I didn't have a lot to do today, so I just sat down and read books all day after I got off work. So I'm gonna try to go through these real quick 'cause there's several books. Um, anyway, I read Batwoman Annual number 2. This is the last thing of Batwoman. Um, it wasn't horrible. It tried to wrap up all of that stuff that's been going on in Batwoman for the last 10 issues or so. Most of the Andraco stuff was wrapped up in that issue, and it wasn't horrible, but it kind of made me glad that that series is going to be done with for a while until they can get it back on track. Hopefully, it'll come back stronger than ever. Read number 4 on Penny Dora and the Wishing Box. Loving this series. This little girl that's her friend that has got the wishing box is just totally out of control in this issue, and it kind of comes back to bite her in the butt, which was, kind of cool because that girl's kind of a little twit. Yeah, I've really enjoyed Penny Dora, and it's just a pretty book. The art and the coloring and everything in it are amazing. Michael Stock's story in it has been really, really good. Uh, I can't wait until that last issue next month so that I can just go back and read all of Penny Dora at once. I think it'll be freaking awesome. Um, I read The Names number 7. This has got one more issue in it too. This issue was crazy. Um, Everything that's been going on kind of came to a head, and then there was a big reveal at the end that kind of caught me off guard there. But yeah, one more issue of that. I can't wait to see how it ends. It's another thing that I can't wait to sit down and read all of it because there's been so many issues. That's issue 8 of 9. So many issues of that that I've kind of lost track of exactly some of the things that have happened throughout the series. But it's been super good. Uh, Read The Woods number 12. Um, I believe that this is going to be the end of the second arc on The Woods, or maybe the third arc, because I think that Boom does their trades in 4 issues. Um, a lot of surprising stuff in this. All of the stuff with the planet and Adrian and the schools and New London and everything came to a head in this issue, and it was just chock full of goodness. Read Cluster number 3. Still really enjoying Cluster. Um, this issue gave us a little more story of what's going on with the prison planet and the people and who these people are that we met in the last issue that kidnapped our main team of people. Some people died in this issue that I really didn't see it coming, but yeah, that was Cluster number 3. Still really enjoying that series. Read Wolf Moon number 5 of 6. This story has also been crazy good. Got one issue left, and it's poised for a big showdown between the hunter and the wolf spirit, and he's either going to get killed or get away. I don't really know at this point what exactly is going to happen, but this hunter killer guy has kidnapped the wolf, and so it's going to be a showdown of something in that last issue. I don't know. But I've really enjoyed Colin Bunn's story on that. Jeremy Hahn, his art's I think been really really good in that series. Read Return of the Living Deadpool number 3. I think this is a 4 issue series, and yeah, coming to a head on this. Really enjoyed Deadpool. I'm not a big Deadpool reader, but I really enjoyed Deadpool in this. It seemed a little bit more to me like what people talk about Deadpool and just his sarcasm and, you know, goofy wit and everything going on in that seemed a whole lot more like the Deadpool that I hear about. And it was enjoyable. Read Lady Killer number 4, one more issue of Lady Killer, and this is all coming to a head. Next month's just going to have so many issues that are just going to be like, okay, here's the end of the story. And so yeah, I can't wait for that because all of these series I've really enjoyed. Lady Killer's been amazing. Read Neverboy number 2. This story made a lot more sense in number 2 than it did in number 1. We got explained a little bit more about the imaginary friend guy and the crossover and what's up with the drugs and everything that we didn't really get. There was this artist guy here that was introduced in this issue that wants to cross over to imaginary land, and so that he can like get his muse on and get back to making art, because now he's just kind of a down and out guy living out of his cab. And yeah, still really enjoying the art and the coloring on that. Kelly Fitzpatrick's freaking coloring on that is awesome. And then I read Nailbiter number 12, and this says that this is the first issue of a new story arc, but it's part two of the story that's going on right now. So I don't really fully understand that because the story is still continuing in this. This is a really, really good issue, but I don't understand exactly how it says it's the first issue of a new arc, because it didn't really seem like a new arc. It just kind of seemed like a continuation of everything that was going on. But yeah, Nailbiter number 11 was really enjoyable. Um, just in a dark, sadistic way. There was a lot of people getting slayed in that. For the first time in the back of this issue, um, there were a couple of cool things in the back of this issue. First off, um, they did a questionnaire thing at the back that was like a whole bunch of different questions about like what's your favorite horror movie, your favorite comic book of all time, where do you learn about stuff? Just a little questionnaire in the back that was pretty cool. And then they finally showed us a breakdown of all the different killers that have been mentioned so far in this series, all the people that have come from Buckaroo in the past. And yeah, really, 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 really enjoyed that Nailbiter 11. But yeah, that's what I read. And then I read a couple of issues from last week, but I'm not going to talk about them. I'm going to drop Escape from New York because I'm done with that series. Um, and anyway, that's about all I can say about that. I'm going to get off here and so that I can watch Comic Book Roundtable in a minute. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.